Right, so I want to talk to you about my life update about some things. So let's get into it, shall we? Now, first and foremost, I'm going to talk about risk I had to take. Now, here is something that I personally feel like I've been doing, and it's not to say something bad towards like friends and family or anything like that, but this is something that I had to do because I feel like it's right, and that is being selfish. Selfish is something that I kept on worrying about when it came to just anything I did. So whenever it was like anything that I had to do for my parents and then I thought about myself, that's something that they would not like to see in me, and I've always been afraid of showing that, and I try so hard not to show it. But at the same time, I now look back at it and I think last time I did a video of like a Christmas time-lapse video and it got 1K, but the risk I took was that I was in my room editing some stuff and my older brother came over for Christmas. Now, I know it was a very terrible thing, but at the same time, if I were to make more and more videos around that time, then it's good, because then at least I can be more consistent in my, YouTube videos and shorts and whatever. And at the same time, my shorts is doing well, it's doing great. Like, that video that I made got into 1K views and I was happy about that, and I thought it was great. I literally posted it around midnight when it hit Christmas, so that was a good thing. So yeah, that's another thing I did. Secondly, I also want to talk about friends. Interesting video that I watched with Ashley King about how art stops you from making friends. The thing is, I think that I understand her point of view about stop making friends. And the thing is that when you spend more time doing a job that you enjoy doing, because she had to do this as a hobby up until she did it as a full-time job. At the same time, it's like you really have to be selfish about this, really. And it has to risk yourself in losing friends because you don't speak to them that much because you're too busy doing what you're doing, and then also not making new friends as well. So I guess I see the point in art being so making you feel very lonely, but at the same time, I think it just feels like, when you act more social and you try and spend too many time with friends and stuff like that, the ones that don't actually put you in like the YouTube world and want you to boost your views and your subscribers and X, Y, and Z, it feels like at this point you have to try and make those kind of friends than you do outside of friends. And don't get me wrong, having friends outside of the YouTube world is good, but also friends in the YouTube world is what's better. And don't use them for like followers and stuff like that. Make friends, get to know them first. Don't just use them for clout or anything like that. You have to get to know them, so then you know where you're going with your YouTube and they know where they're going with their YouTube, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I have not made that many friends on YouTube, so I'm not gonna sit here and try and moan about it or anything like that. I'm not even gonna moan about not having any friends, because the thing is, I have friends, don't get me wrong, but I haven't made any because I just didn't feel social about it. I've just been spending so much time trying to do my job, and then I come inside my room and do what I need to do, which then leads me to the next topic that I'm going to talk about, which is graphic novel. So I spent time trying to finish this novel, and it took me almost a year now to finish this. It's very close to finishing. I'll show you the progress on it so far, because right now I'm very proud of the progress and where it's going, and I know where it's going to be aimed at, and I know what I wanted to do with that novel. That novel I'm talking about is A Starvin Artist. So this novel is called Light at the End of the Tunnel. So that's the chapter I'm going to name it. And also I've confirmed the chapters I'm going to put on The Starvin Artist, but I also need to do more artwork on those things. And that's what's going to happen after I finish trying to do Light at the End of the Tunnel. So that way, I know where I want to go with Starvin Artist, and I also want it aimed to be one of the first of few artists that do their thing where it's a real life kind of story, not any fictional superhero powers kind of thing, which is nothing wrong, but let's try and refresh and do something different, or something that we never seen before, which is main black characters. You see some of it, but you don't see a lot of it, and we still to this day feel like there's not a lot of characters in there. So at least I'm doing something that's part of my roots, I guess. But at the same time, I just think that that's something I need to put my time and effort into if I really want to make it out there. And besides, publishers are going to be interested in it, hopefully, which I know for sure that's what's going to happen. And then when that gets big, I can make a merch out of it, which I'm doing right now, to be honest. I just need to do all of the chapter front covers so then you guys can see where it's going from there, and get you to introduce the characters that are going to be in the story as well, because I haven't done that yet. I've only done about some characters on there, but at the same time, it's kind of about character development and who they are. So that way, you know who is who and what they do. Every character needs their own personality, and why are they known to be those characters, and who is the reference for. But at the same time, it's also good to see that, you know, I'm doing something different, and it's not just the same painting or the same print or the same merch or the same greeting cards, etc, etc. I mean, I'd love to do greeting cards more often, more in times, but I also enjoy making more characters, and I did that because I was doing video game art or course at college, and I was always into creating my own characters. But the thing is that there's so many that are doing like inspiration of different characters that are already existing, and it goes along with that, you know. Have you seen The Boys? I don't know if you've seen The Boys, but I definitely watch it. You've got so many characters in there that have like a different version of, let's say, DC and Marvel superheroes. Like Crimson Countess looks like WandaVision. Homelander looks like the Superman. Billy the Butcher looks like I can't think of a character that looks like Billy the Butcher, to be honest. Like, you get the idea. Like, the Deep looks like this Aquaman, but it's not really Aquaman. Honestly, the Deep is the most useless character I've ever seen. And then A-Train's just like your black version of Quicksilver. So that's the kind of thing that really you see today. And it's very hard to be creative on your own, you know. So that's why I feel like when you get inspirations from different films and video games, it can be difficult to pin down and make it your own. So it doesn't come across as you trying to copy this character and that character that's already existing. So that thing is that that's what I was really pushing on, and making sure that, you know, this is what it's about. So specifically, I think the whole thing is going really, really well, and I think it's great. But now you've got, you know, me trying to make a design. What the hell? No. You got me trying to do a little graphic novel for people to read and keep for the remainder of their lives, which is a good thing, I hope. So yeah, that's what it is. And finally, I just want to talk about subscribers. I've reached 100 subs. I just want to say thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. The support that I'm getting right here, where I'm telling people that, oh, I got YouTube, you know, check it out and stuff like that. There might be an update on that pretty soon. And I'm also going to go into trying to do more marketing now. So because it's going to hit summer, I want to make sure that the summer is coming through really fast, and making sure that I've got enough sales that are coming up. I mean, I've done some designs on t-shirts and also some denim jackets. I will show you some examples right here that I did in my early vlog. And I also kind of wanted to make sure that I did a nice life on there as well, and Starvin artists, and Come Valley the street artists. So yeah, I think it's going pretty well, and I'm pretty happy. Excuse me, wow. I'm pretty happy with where I'm going with this so far, so, you know, I could be doing well. The only risk that I took was that I haven't actually been to the gym for about a couple of weeks, and that's so bad. The thing is, when I was talking to my cousin, I was saying we should go gym every day. He was like trying to push me into it, doing this and that. But the problem was, I was so tired. Every time I come home from work and gym, I was so exhausted. I got so burnt out that I just literally could not handle trying to do art. It kept making me fall asleep, and I just felt like, oh my days, I just got tired, and then I stopped doing it, and it just kind of fell off for a little bit now, and I feel very bad now. And it's very dangerous, to be honest, because your health is actually gonna get a bit down. So yeah, it's a bit like, you know, I failed, but I'm gonna find a way to come back on it. So yeah, and that's a promise. I have to look back at the video and say, you know, I have to do it. But that's how my life is going right now. Big shout out to all my family and my friends for helping me get to the subscribers, because I wouldn't have done it without them. But, you know, this is just the start. We keep pushing, we keep grinding. So yeah, and it would be even more amazing if we can achieve 1K, and then achieve 10K, and then achieve 100K, and then 500, and then 1 million. In the future, maybe. So we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I'm gonna keep doing time-lapse videos, so on and so forth. So I've already done a lot of time-lapse videos this year, so and I'm feeling happy about them. A lot of them have hit their highs, and there are some lows, but you know, I'm fine with that. At least it got more views than my actual videos. So yeah, that's that. And then my birthday's coming up as well, so I need to think about what to do there. And I was thinking about going outside of London and going to my favorite place, which is Bristol or Bath or something like that, because I can't stand being in London sometimes. It's so expensive. It makes me sad that they keep building so many different things to the point where I can't afford them. Why are you building houses and shopping centers and then you put them up for like millions or thousands or double digits to the point where I can't afford them? It's like every single course meal that you get in a restaurant is now gonna be like 30 quid, and the food is like this small. Or like a house that I'm trying to get, I need to make so many sales on my Starvin artists or other novels to try and get that. But then again, I'm not going to think about it right now because it's just a bit too far for me. And also trying to save the money is draining as hell, bro. It's draining as hell. And the amount of times you see me trying to put in £1,000 for at least, I don't know, 4 months or so, and then also paying £1,000 towards my parents' housekeeping. That's what you need to do. I mean, if you really don't pay for your housekeeping and you're 26, what is wrong with you? Please tell me, what is wrong with you? I keep spitting on the camera, I'm really sorry. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, London stresses me out, you know? It's just something I can't stand. I just feel like I shouldn't even be in London. I should be somewhere else at this point. And I'm trying to stay committed to this job whilst staying committed to the other job I'm in right now. And even Uber delivery is doing terribly on my end. I mean, Easter holidays, I just constantly worked. So I can't complain about it because I did say I was going to do Uber delivery. But now that I haven't really had a lot of deliveries and stuff because I waited so long on the bike that I started to lose my temper on it, I don't think I want to do it. So I just think I just have a break to myself and then try and stay committed to the YouTube game, which is what I'm doing right now. So yeah. That's my life update. That sounded very long-winded. Oh my gosh, wow. I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for 100 subs once again. I appreciate that a lot. Hopefully you can continue to support me in what I'm doing and follow me through this journey in the art world. And also, Battle of Art is coming soon. I just need to call out a certain person who thinks they do art better than me or has been art for a long time. They're not doing it better than me. If you're an artist and you think you've got what it takes to beat me in a battle of art, you know what? Let me know. I will email you, or I'll even phone you, or I even go FaceTime you and tell you your art sucks and mine's better than yours. But okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's so terrible. But no, I'm definitely down to do that series anyway. So you know what? Let's do it. Let's do some things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and peace.